Okay, so we're going to go over the answers for the Chapter 5 quiz review. For numbers 1 through 3, there's no need to show work. However, on this extra problem, let's label the numbers on the number line to the right and plot the following set of points on the number line. So we have to be able to get all the way down to -4. And maybe you did this a little bit different than I did, and that's okay. -4, 0, -2, and 3. So you want to make sure that positive numbers go up from 0, negative numbers go down from 0. Okay, over here, let's do these 1 through 5, and number 6 we have to show our work. So we're writing an integer for the situation. Drop is the key word here. So drop would make 7 negative, so B, -7. Gain, that would be positive 2. So there's B again. Choose the number line that represents the set of integers, 8, 3, -7, -5. So we need some plot at 8. There it is, 8, 3, -7. Right here is -7, this is -5. So it's got to be A. Okay, find the opposite of the integer. So the opposite of 10 would be -10. That's A. Remember, our opposites have the same distance from 0 but are on different sides of 0 on the number line. Find the opposite of the opposite. Well, the opposite of the opposite is that same number, because the opposite of -7 would be 7. The opposite of -7 is back to -7. So this is going to be B. You know what I was just thinking here? Let's pause and go back to here. If you're thinking on a number line, if this is 0, 5, 10, -5, -10, here's 10, there, then the opposite way would be -10, so that's its opposite. Whereas here, for this one, so -7 would be about right here, +7 would be about here, so the opposite of -7 is 7, and then the opposite of 7 is -7. All right, so for number 6, we are finding absolute value. So I'm going to go over to the show your work side. Absolute value is a distance, so it's always positive. The absolute value of 31 is the distance between 0 and 31 on a number line, plus the distance between 0 and -5 on a number line, which would be 5. So 31 plus 5 is 36. So number 6 is A, 36. Okay, for number 7 through 10, we don't need to show our work. So number 7, -9 and -1. Well, actually, let's look at this number line right here. -9 would be here. -1 would be here. So this -1 is greater because it's further to the right. So -1 is greater than -9. So that would be B. Sorry. -1 is greater than -9. And then 6 is positive, -3 is negative. Positive, if you look at the number line, positive is always greater than negative. So 8 has to be this, B. Let's take a look at the back. 18 and 23, they're both positive. On a number line, 0, 10, 20, 30. 18 would be about here, 23 would be about here. Greater numbers are over here, so 23 is greater than 18. That would be A. Now number 10. So if we're going to have numbers in order, this is 0, this would be 5, 10, 15. -5, -10, -15. So 10 would be here. Negative 5 would be here. 3 would be about here. 16, negative 1, 0, and positive 1. So we need to put them in order from left to right. This is the least. Negative 5, okay, so it has to be B or D. Then negative 1, then 0, then 1. So it has to be this one, 3, 10, 16. There we go. B is the correct answer. And that's the quiz review.